Meeple Nation Podcast, episode 607, March 2026, Turn 2.
Welcome, citizens, to Meeple Nation. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, warm up those dice, and join us at the game table as we discuss board games and the board gaming world. Each week, the hosts of Meeple Nation share their love for board games and the amazing memories that come from playing games with some very outstanding people. Let us now join our hosts in their natural habitat, the game table.
First try.
Meeple Nation, I don't even know where I'm going.
First try.
Yeah, I was so intently. We are the hosts of Meeple Nation. I'm Nathan Howard.
I'm Andy Holliday.
And I'm Douglas Stewart.
With our powers combined, we are the world's most okayest podcast. That's a great sound. I should incorporate that sound effect.
With the world's most okayest sound effect.
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
Not quite sure what that was, but...
That was the world's most okayest podcast.
Yeah.
Us combining our powers.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. All right, yeah. Totally get it now. I'm with you. I felt now we are one.
We are.
I can feel the powers combined.
Me too.
I felt it. All right, Janet.
Oh, boy.
We also have the world's okayest podcast and a webpage. Oh, wow. We have links to all of our old episodes. We have bios of us, and we have links to all of our socials, and we also have our Patreon link there. We appreciate and love our patrons who are willing to put up with our lackluster and continue to come back and enjoy the punishment that is Meeple Nation.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? And I think I am done. I think I better just probably stop.
Stick a fork in it.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop. Next.
Okay, fine. Well, we do have a sponsor. We are sponsored by GameToppersLLC.com. We love our toppers. We just got done with SaltCON Spring, and it was kind of fun to watch. It's always fun to watch whenever we bring our toppers to one of our conventions, just the heads turning and people like, ooh, what's this? You know, what we were actually playing Grimcoven at the table, and somebody thought like that was part of the game. Like, wow,
the whole topper?
The whole topper.
Yeah,
with the lava mat. Like, wow, this is a really huge setup for that game. I'm like, well, and he's like tapping the table. I'm like, well, that's not part of the game. He's like, oh, really? It looks like it's totally themed. I'm like, well, there's lots of different mats. You can totally theme your game with your mat because there's a ton of mats to pick from.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's fun to do that, right?
It is, for sure.
No, sometimes when you get certain games out, you definitely swap the mat out, for sure.
Absolutely. So GameToppersLLC.com, check them out. They have an amazing product. You will not be disappointed in what you see, especially if you end up with one in your home.
Make every game night awesome.
All right, what time is it?
Let me look at my watch. Oh, it is totally highlight 30.
Oh, hey.
Oh, wow, already?
That's Stan's
crazy.
pretty excited about the highlights too.
Yes, he is.
Silly dog.
All right, what I think we're going to hit a lot on
SaltCON?
Yes, that
SaltCON.
place, that SaltCON.
Yeah, so we just got back from SaltCON. So we were recording this just fresh off the amazing good times and memories that was SaltCON Spring. And
big show.
It is the big show. As some people are wont to say, it is indeed the big show. And I feel like we had a really good time.
I don't
know that I played a single game with Andy. I think I played one game with you.
Is your name Brian?
Oh, that's right.
Then
that's right.
You didn't play a single game.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Brian has completely hijacked Andy's.
He had Andy's dance card and said, mine.
He punched every single one, didn't he?
That is very true. I did have to cancel a couple games so that I could go do some RPGs.
Oh,
so
I'm sure Brian was heartbroken.
Yeah, well, he was okay with it.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah. Well, outwardly.
Yeah.
I promise his heart was broken.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a great time. We had 12 different teachers that were there teaching games for us, and I really appreciate these folks stepping up. And some of them just taught one game, which was fantastic. Most of our hug ladies that taught games taught one game, and we appreciate them. Friends Monique and her friend Madison was there for the first time. She hadn't she'd been Monique brought her to just Thursday only for SaltCON, and she had a blast. And so we played a couple of games with them. She played Ready, Set, Bet with me. I think all the Hug played Ready, Set, Bet with me. I played a big 18-player Ready, Set, Bet. We had two Ready, Set, Bet mats set up. We had the high roller edition on two ends of this great big table, projected the single race on the projector, and had a blast. And it was very chaotic, but I think everybody had a ton of fun with that. And I look back at my dance card. I didn't have a Brian, and I actually didn't play a ton of games.
No,
I played 6 games the whole weekend.
That's because it took too long to finish that one game of Obsession.
I love Obsession. I did not love that session of Obsession, but no, this SaltCON made me realize the big reason I love the hobby that we're in, because the biggest thing I found about going to SaltCON is it's all about building and strengthening relationships.
For sure.
And being able to hang out and to talk with our friends and hug, and friends that we haven't seen forever. We got Jeremy and Darren and Amber from Idaho, Boise, that come down every SaltCON. I got to play a game of Obsession with them, which I very much enjoyed, and just all the time to be able to hang out and just talk with people. And it was really great. We had a great opportunity, or I had a great opportunity anyways, to console our good friend Claudine, who tragically lost her daughter just a few weeks before the convention, and kind of just threw her whole life into turmoil. And just was great to be able to see her, give her a big hug, express my love for her and her family. And it was good to just be able to do that. I was able to chat her on text a couple of times, but just nothing quite beats that, that embrace of friendship and love. And
for sure.
And just being able to talk to her and kind of commiserate together and to bond and to, just to connect. And I feel like I missed time with Julie. I missed time with Monique, where I just didn't get many games with them. And I'm very much looking forward to Hug a MeepleCon, where we're just gonna be together and just have just great times to build relationships. But anyways, that's my 10 seconds. I'm up.
Wow,
that was a
good long 10 seconds. It was a really good 10 seconds, Nathan. Thank you.
But anyways, what did you... I am going to come back to Obsession, but I do want to let you guys talk about what you enjoyed.
Well, I didn't get a chance to play anything with Monique, unfortunately. I think she was only here on Thursday. I got to talk to her a little bit, but I was hosting games all day on Thursday. But I did play a game called Gang of Dice with all the rest of the Hug ladies.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was me and all of them. So that was really fun. The game was not very fun, but my experience was incredibly fun.
Yeah. So that's sometimes there's a fine line. What is it? Is it the game or is it the experience that makes it worthwhile?
100% the experience in that instance, because the game was just But Julie's like, I'm sorry we dragged you into this. You're probably feeling bad. I'm like, no, I'm thoroughly entertained here. This is great.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I needed to step out because Brian was waiting for me to start a game. So
he was off in the corner pouting and tapping his foot. When is Andy coming over?
So I had to bet all of my dice, and I almost, it would have been my luck though. I would have won the pot and ended up with a lot more dice, but it didn't. It wasn't to be. I was close though.
And this was Gang of Dice?
Gang of Dice. It's where you flip a card over and it's telling you what you can't roll, and you have to basically, it's a pressure luck game. So everybody has dice, and you start with the start player, and they roll their dice. If they hit what's on the card, then they bust, or like if it's a bomb card, you're just out. Your dice go in the center. But you have 3 rerolls. If it's not a bomb card, you have 3 rerolls to try to get the highest value on the most number of dice without violating whatever that card is showing. And it was kind of fun, especially with that many players. It was hard. There were certain players that just were either really good or really lucky and were constantly winning, and I wasn't one of them. But
so it's a 2 to 4 player game. They must have had multiple copies.
I think they did.
Or at least extra dice
because we were playing using? 8 players, I think.
Okay.
And the instructions were in French. I tried to read them, but it didn't work out very well. Anyway, the experience was a great experience. It was, I think, the only game I got to play with the Hug Ladies, unfortunately. But
this is Rainier Knizia.
It was still fun.
Oh, it's another game by the good doctor. Not surprised.
Well, this sounds like this game comes recommended for fun from Hug, which means hopefully we're going to play it in Montana. Because I think I will have fun with this one.
You probably will.
I know I will.
In fact, if you're playing with the right people, almost anything can be fun.
Absolutely. And Hug is the right people.
Hug is the right people. There's no doubt.
Amen to that.
All right. What about you, Douglas?
Well, my convention was a little bit of a mixed bag. I had family stuff come up, and I had a really amazing first day. The second day was pretty good. That was my teach day, and there were, most of that went fine, small frustrations and stuff. And then my last day got completely hijacked by family emergencies and events and other things that were going on that I had a pass on until all of a sudden I didn't.
Yeah.
And
it's funny how life works that way.
Yeah. So I didn't get the social or fun or, really engaging, I think, experience that you guys did. But let me tell you about day one, because day one, I did something I've never been able to do before. I took a whole bag of games and I played every single one of them.
Oh, really?
That's awesome. And that was exciting.
That's awesome.
I took Mistborn, the deck building game.
You played that twice.
Yep. We played that a couple times. I played Steampunk Rally Fusion, or took that. I took Cthulhu Dark Providence. I took Sovereign Fall of Wormwood, and I took SETI with the Space Agency's expansion. And we got all of them played. And I got to tell you, I was super happy about it, because some of those are Shelf of Shame games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So, Mistborn is one that, loved it when it first came out. I think played like maybe 1 or 2 games of it. And then it kind of sat on the shelf for a while. And then I busted it out and played the solo/co-op version where you're fighting the Lord Ruler. And then we ended up playing that a couple times over the weekend and actually really had a good time, and got thoroughly trounced. Like, it is not easy to do, but it's a really fantastic deck building game. And if you love that, the Brandon Sanderson Mistborn world, it's a total slam dunk. So if you're a fan of deck builders and Brandon Sanderson, this is definitely one that belongs on your shelf. Steampunk Rally Fusion. I've had that on my shelf for years, and it's just been sitting there, and I've heard good things about it, and I have almost sold it like a couple of times. And I finally was like, nope, I'm gonna read the rules. So I read the rules, and I was like, actually, this seems like kind of a cool game. So we sat down and played that, and wow, I really liked it.
No regrets, huh?
No regrets. I'm glad. It's kind of one of those moments where you're like, how have I had this little gem just sitting there on the shelf this whole time and didn't even know? Like, I could have been playing you all this time. Like, it kind of makes you mad almost, but really, really loved Steampunk Rally Fusion. Super fun with the drafting and using your dice and powering up all the little parts of your machine as you're kind of participating in this. It's a race, but the mechanisms of the game don't really feel like a race. It's definitely a tableau builder, because it's all about building and powering your machine is really what it is. Cthulhu Dark Providence. This is the new reimplementation of Study in Emerald. It's an older game that was based on a short story written by Neil Gaiman, and this reimplementation is so fun. I actually think that both of you will really like this.
Oh.
So yeah, it's good. It is a deck builder, but you're not adding tons and tons of cards to your deck, and there's not a lot of culling, but it has lots of multi-use cards, and you're trying to cycle and sort of manage that deck in a way that it gives you what you want when you want it. It's a lot of fun. Like some small area control elements, like really small, but it's mostly you're putting influence out, and there is a hidden role element to this game.
Oh,
but
color me intrigued.
Yeah, which I normally am not that big of a fan of, but the way that this works is really, really good. So it flips some of the script, I think, just a little bit when it comes to that. And then, sorry, I'm kind of just going off here, but then got to play Sovereign, Fall of Wormwood. This is a game that I backed primarily because of the artwork, because the art on this is just absolutely phenomenal. And Mike and I got a chance to sit down and play this. And I actually really like it. It's a deck, you have a deck of cards and you're battling the opponents at the table. It's not like a one-on-one. You can play, 2 to 4 players. Those games don't always land with this group for sure, but this one has some mechanisms in it that make it pretty streamlined. It's fast paced and it works really, really well. And while there is definitely some there's kind of some attacking and taking stuff from your opponents, but ultimately you're trying to collect what are called echoes, and you can collect echoes from your own deck if you play your own cards right too. So it's not like I'm just trying to reduce my opponents to 0 kind of thing. It's how do I strategically collect enough echoes to win the game. So there's some really cool things going on with that. And then of course SETI, with the Space Agency's expansion. I love SETI, and the Space Agency's expansion was awesome. It reduces the number of rounds you play from 5 to 4, but it front loads you with just a ton of stuff. So where SETI has that real slow burn, your agencies just kind of kick you right into high gear right out of the gate, and then you just go. I don't think it did not make the game any faster. But
didn't make our game any faster for sure.
Well, yeah. Even without Dave playing, I don't think I think the same players playing the original and the same players playing this with the expansion, I think would take probably about the same amount of time.
Same time.
So, but I loved it. I thought it was really good. Thought it added some really fun elements, some new aliens to go out and discover in deep space, and a couple just simple new mechanisms. But I loved it.
So anxious to try this. I love SETI.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's great. It's really good.
I would try it again with the 3 of us.
Yeah.
For sure.
I am not ready to put a fork in SETI, but I sure did that night.
Yeah, you checked out fast.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was, yeah, I was done.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty early on.
Yeah, about halfway through round 1.
Yeah, I apologize to you, Douglas. You did a great job trying to teach. Yeah, I do need to apologize for my mental absence.
It was late.
That game.
It was late. It was at a convention and it was late.
I wish I could say that was why.
I know. I'm giving you the out, Nathan.
Yes. Yeah, it was late. I was tired. It was. I was ornery.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, SETI is a great game.
It is a wonderful game.
Someone just needed a Snickers bar.
I did, yeah. Maybe 3 or 4.
Baby Ruths.
I did have a Baby Ruth. Not that night, but...
Probably should have.
Yeah, that would have made most of my sadness go away.
Yeah.
But anyways, great. That was some
So that was my bag of games. I took those and I got them all played, and it was fantastic.
I took 3 bags of games. Ones that I was teaching, and then ones that I was hoping to play. And the only one I got to play was Obsession. And I did get to play that twice, which I am excited. So Nico, Professor Dax, sent us a chat on Discord and says, hey, you guys really need to check out this game. And it's on BGA. You want to play it? And I'm like, sure. I'm reluctant. This is not a theme that I enjoy. Pride and Prejudice, Jane Eyre, Downton Abbey. This is not what do you call it, Douglas?
There is no wish fulfillment.
There is no wish fulfillment in Obsession. I have sat through my fair share of Downton Abbey episodes, and I have sat through Jane Eyre. I've sat through Pride and Prejudice. I enjoyed Pride and Prejudice and Zombies a little bit better, but
it's because it's awesome.
But Yeah, I even went to the theater to go see the Downton Abbey movies with my wife because they had popcorn.
They had movies of that?
Yeah.
Like plural?
Three of them.
Three?
Three of them.
Wow. I had no idea.
And you sat through all three?
I didn't. The first one we didn't do, but the other two. And actually, by my pushing that we got, because usually we go see movies that I want to see. So I was like, let's go see this. And she said, you're not going to want to go see it. Let's go see it.
Like, you're
There's
right.
popcorn.
Let's go see it.
Yeah, there's popcorn. But anyways, all that said, obsession is not the theme I would seek out, and which is probably why we never looked at it more than a second glance. It's got very high ratings, and it has a lot of it's 8.1, I think, on BGG, if I can recall correctly. And a lot of people are loving it. And I got to tell you, that lub,
Nathan's loving it.
I am loving it. It is justly deserved. Obsession is fantastic. I have forced you guys to play it a couple of times now. And Andy, you've played it 3 times with me, I think.
Yeah, 3 times.
And Douglas, I think you've played it twice.
Played it once at the table, and we're in the middle of an online game.
Yeah.
So I'm still newer to it, but I enjoyed it. I don't think I'm not like quite to like the obsession level of obsession, but like solid like 7.5 for me, which is on my scale is really good. Like that's a very solid, very good game, and it's one that I'm excited to play. It is one that plays very well on BGA.
I very much enjoy it on BGA.
Taking turns, it works really good on that game. I don't have to like sit and be like, oh, what was my long-term strat? Like I don't have to like refigure out what I'm in the middle of every single time. I just kind of have to figure out like the most efficient thing to do on my turn. And so it works well for that style of play. Not that I wouldn't play it at the table, but it works well in that format.
And you talked about the last game. My last game of the con was a 6-player obsession with upstairs, downstairs, and some of the other little variants. And so we played with all 6 houses and 3 new people, did the teach, and it was I want to say it was 5-hour experience.
Oh my gosh.
I was planning to go home at 10 that night. I did not make it home till 1:30, and no regrets. Still enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Still enjoyed it. It was long.
It doesn't seem like the kind of game that would justify that, because you're saying that both games that you played at the convention were pretty long.
The first one was it was 5 players. Mm-hmm. So we played that one 5 players. And again, it was a new teach. Everybody at the table was new. So that was 4 new players plus me, and then the other one was 6 players, which were Brad had played it, and Alex. I guess Alex and Alan had both played it, but Alan had only played it once, so he was very loose with the rules.
Okay.
Kind of like I am with most games I play on BGA.
Like his understanding was loose.
Like,
not that he was just playing the game willy-nilly.
No, he won. He played the game very efficiently, and he did very well. But he didn't. Yeah, he needed the reteach as well, and he did exceptional. And I came in second, and I very much enjoyed it. But Obsession is a fantastic game, and everybody keeps saying that I'm obsessed, and you're probably right.
Although you said you weren't after that long game.
I got over it now.
Did you?
I'm back to I'll play it.
It's so funny to hear Nathan talk about these long games of Obsession, and then he gets twists his nose up anytime Brad brings up like Twilight Imperium. Yeah. Like, oh, I would never.
Actually, I played twice Twilight Imperium with Brad now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that online?
Yeah, it's on BGA as well. Okay.
I mean, that's a little different than we're going to take Saturday.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I watched a brief video on TI4. TI4.
Sure.
And the first game, I didn't score a single point. Second game, I scored 1 point. And I think I'm through. But Brad's trying really hard to get me to play a game with just he and I, so that he can kind of walk me through everything, and maybe I'll entertain that idea. But he's far more passionate about that game than I am.
Sucker.
Yeah,
He's been trying to get us to play that for a couple of years now.
I know, but playing it on BGA is, I'll play Obsession with Dave. I'll play SETI with Dave. I'll play anything with Dave on BGA. Sitting at the table after SETI.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
And Dave's made such progress. He's made a ton of progress.
Yeah, he really has.
Not with SETI.
Well,
I think it was late for him too, because he was running on little sleep, and there was, so not to put all of my blame on Dave, because it definitely is not that. It was late, and but yeah, no, there was, I'm not playing SETI again. But with the three of us.
Okay,
that's it. That is my.
That's easily doable.
That's my group.
And it is a great game. It's super good. I really, really like SETI.
But Obsession was great, and even after
5 hours,
a 5 hour game,
I just don't think I could justify that long for a game like Obsession. But it is a good game.
It is.
If you can play it in under 2 hours, I'm in.
Absolutely.
But 5 hours, I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's what. So Dax is like, hey, let's play this game, and so I was like reluctant, sure, and we made it through like 3 rounds, and I'm like, okay, I'm over here trying to find it online, and I couldn't find it, and so I ended up going to, which I would strongly recommend all people do, is you go to the manufacturer's website when you can't find it in the store. There's might be a chance that they have some. And before we were finished with our first game, I had my copy of Obsession along with all the Kickstarter stuff that came with it. And it turns out that the designer lives in St. George here in Utah. So when he shipped it, it took 2 days to get here. So I was like way excited about that. And yeah, anyways, Obsession done. I'm out.
Sure. Okay.
So I decided that I need to be better at teaching games after this week at SaltCON.
Oh, I need to be better at go on.
So I taught Apiary. And Apiary, there's a lot. Once you get playing, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this all makes sense and everything plays. But the teach there's a lot. And it was a little bit fire hosey to everybody. I tried really hard to not score very many points. I still won by quite a bit.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm like, wow, I really suck at this.
It's like that scene from the end of Incredibles when they're there rooting on Dash.
Make
it close. Make it close. Sandy over there, playing with these new players.
I was trying my hardest not to score any points. Anyway, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this one thing, and then it worked out, and I ended up scoring a lot of points at the end. Anyway, they had fun. I had phenomenal people at my table for all my games, which was great. Apiary, we had a full player count, and everybody caught on very quickly. There was no AP at the table. Everybody had a ton of fun. There was banter at the table. It was a really cool, enjoyable experience. It was with a group of guys that they play a lot of games with us. They sign up for a lot of our stuff. And then I hosted Return to Dark Tower, and I had James just waiting in the wings, like he couldn't hold still.
He was chomping.
He was wanting to play that so bad.
Because he knew that there was one person that hadn't shown up yet, and he's just fidgeting, waiting to get in. And I'm like, I don't think he's going to show up. He's like, okay. So he sits down, and he totally joined with us. It was fun. The teach went great for them. The 2 guys that did play with us that hadn't played it before were both had both been interested in buying the game. We're like, man, that price point, I just didn't know. Not having played awesome. It. Yeah. And it's like, we've heard good things about it, but that's a lot of money to throw down on a game if you're not sure you're going to like it. So, but they both really enjoyed it. We lost on that game.
But you still had fun.
Good. Good. I love it. That is the strength of that game.
It
is not easy to win.
Yeah.
And it does feel great to get the victory, especially at a convention. So maybe I shouldn't be so.
Well,
but it's like, yeah, you want the win percentage to be low, so that when you get that win, you're just like,
it means something.
Those just like good meaty cooperative games. It's like, well, we lost.
Yep.
Reboot it. Let's try it again.
Yep. And that's what you're right. That's what's wonderful about that game. And And you're right. I mean, a loss but the fact that we've lost that game so many times really does make it so that win is
memorable,
extra special, right? And we were down to it. We were really close. So the adversary was out of the tower and we were fighting her. And usually when you fight the adversary, they bounce from kingdom to kingdom, which she did on her. Whenever she activated, she was destroying buildings. Unfortunately, she wasn't bouncing between every kingdom. She kept bouncing between 2 kingdoms, mine and one of the other ones. So I ended up getting 3 of my 4 buildings destroyed. And every time one of your buildings gets destroyed, you get a corruption. I happened to be in the kingdom where, because I had fought her where she had moved, she bounced over to another kingdom. I attacked her. She went back to mine. So I happened to be in that kingdom, which is where all of the level 4 monsters were. And all of those monsters give you a corruption when they activate. So she activated. I had 1 corruption. She activated in between turns and destroyed one of my buildings, gave me a corruption. And then they activated and gave me a corruption and we lost. So just like that. I mean, everything was looking great, and then just like that, we lost.
That rug was pulled right out from under your feet.
Sure was. And then we played Grimcoven and lost.
Oh, you lost that too?
We totally did. Yeah, it was. We played I can't remember what the boss is, who the boss was in that. Basically, it looks like the Spriggan from Skyrim. I can't remember. It's something.
I can't remember what it was.
Gosh, I can't even remember.
But we played it last time we played it was the same one.
So I thought we played we played the Grave Dragon last time we played.
Oh, but you showed me.
I showed it to you.
Yeah, you showed it to me, and we both came to the same
Tormentor or something. Yeah, what was that called?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway, so she's pretty tough. She's pretty rough to fight, and the map was not our friend for sure. Lots of fog, and we needed lots of line of sight. And I played the mannequin, and we had one person was this Kyle. He was the gunslinger. Kat was, who did you play like the keeper? And then Brian played duality. And everybody had a ball, but yeah, we totally got worked. We lost. We didn't. We decided to reset the board. Kyle and Kat went home. Reluctantly, I let Brad play. And
I do remember seeing Brad play. And how did it go?
And it went great. So we won that second session. Brad did awesome. There was no AP at the table. I told him he had to play the gunslinger because it was the simplest one. and it was late already getting started because it was like almost 1 o'clock in the morning when we started that game.
Oh,
I didn't realize it was, I did not realize it. No,
Dude.
I guess it was 11. We got done at probably 2:15. I got home almost at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my.
Yeah, Brad.
2:15? 3:15.
So I was giving Brad a ride. I gave him a ride the first day. And then I was like, "Okay, I'll be by to pick you up. Like I'll be at your house at like 8." And I got a text from him at like 7:45, and he was like, "So Grimcoven ended at 3:30, and I'm going back to bed. I'll find a ride in later."
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I got home at 4. Yeah, yeah. It was a rough morning because I had to be at SaltCON at 9 for an RPG. So, yeah, going in and playing 7th Continent at 9 a.m. after very little sleep was still really enjoyable. So
7th Continent?
Wait, 7th Continent? That's
Seas.
awesome.
Sorry, 7 Seas.
Oh, 7 Seas.
Okay.
Okay.
7 Seas. Sorry, not 7th Continent. 7 Seas. So I played that RPG. It's kind of a pirate nautical themed RPG, which
Right
gosh,
up your alley.
it was so much fun. It was way more narrative driven than there was combat, but there were no guys on the map or anything like that. It was all virtual. I mean, in your head, mental storytelling, and what you describe what you're doing, and then you spend your tokens and your actions that you've accumulated by doing different things. And it was pretty fun using your abilities. And yeah, you roll D10s only in that, and you just try to make sets of 10 that will tell you how many actions you can take during that round.
That sounds like Doug's kind of a role player.
Yeah, Doug would love Seven Seas. I think Doug would really enjoy 7 Seas because it is so story-based and narrative-driven. And then I got to play Shadowrun, which I haven't played Shadowrun since Shadowrun 2nd edition. There is now Shadowrun 5th edition. So it's been...
you love Shadowrun.
wow.
I love Shadowrun. It's probably my favorite campaign setting. And we had a ton of fun playing that. So
great.
Yeah, I may actually pick up the 5th edition book and DM a campaign for that.
Oh, good time.
Because, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I enjoy it. I love that game.
Well, good.
It is great.
That is great. That is good times.
Definitely be down with that too. I love that theme.
So I did the game show again.
Yes, you did.
Oh man,
all that work, and it paid off.
All that work, and it everybody had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
It flopped, but everybody had a ton of fun.
It did not flop.
It didn't flop. You had a couple technical issues
that ruined everything.
Yeah, everything was ruined.
Was this wasn't like the werewolf incident, right?
It was almost that bad. Yeah, it was almost that bad. So the first round that we went through, right at the end, we realized that the score was updating, but the names related to that score wasn't updating. And I had switched it on my Excel sheet. And then when I tried to fix it, I just totally trashed it. So I was like, I don't have anybody's score anymore. I don't know whose score is whose. No. I tried to go through and find some to math it out to say, okay, this is their score, this is their score. Too many scores were the same. So I was like, yeah, sorry. But everybody was very nice. And like, they had a lot of fun. And I think everybody had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We weren't able to determine a winner. And then the second one, my score sheet presentation in the PowerPoint didn't work at all. So I have this nice slide that, goes through, plays some Mortal Kombat music as it progresses to the first player in the score, which when I did that the first time, I was way excited about it. I thought this is great. Because it starts with, is it Khan? I can't remember his name, but he's like, now for a taste of things to come. And then there's this little short 30-second song that builds up to excitement until it reveals at the end. And so I use that to time all my slides so that they reveal with the beats of the music. Very excited about it. And yeah, that threw that right out the window. And so then I had to... Team 1, Team 10, Team 11, and go through it, and it just didn't have the same joy.
You just had to get all fancy, didn't you?
And I've done it for.
Have you? Have you done? Has it worked before?
Yes. Yeah.
So what happened?
I screwed up the Excel sheet in the first one, and then for some reason it wouldn't. The link broke because I have the Excel sheet that is. Live into the PowerPoint, but then I couldn't update the link, and the link was like, the link doesn't exist anymore. And so, when you're in the middle of a presentation, it wasn't a 2-second fix. I mean, it sure was probably a 2-second fix for somebody who does it all the time, but for me, it wasn't a 2-second fix. So.
Well, I heard multiple people say how much they enjoyed it. So.
Yeah, and I do think everybody genuinely enjoyed it. And Cheryl, when I came home, she's like, "Oh, so you're not going to do it again then, right? That sucks. That'd be very frustrating." I'm like, "No, we're totally doing it again." Yeah, it's just a one-time thing, right? And I'm comfortable enough with screwing up that didn't ruin my life.
I mean, we're still doing the podcast,
right? Here we are.
In point, yes.
What is this, episode 607?
Yeah.
We're obviously very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, she doesn't listen to the podcast. But no, still had a ton of fun. And like you said, I had a ton of positive feedback from people who were empathetic towards my frustration and, all the hug ladies, Dave, and a lot of the Dave and Tammy reached out for sure, and just a lot of people that were reached out after the fact and still said, sure hope you're still doing it because it's a ton of fun and very much enjoyed it. So yes, it will still be there.
Nice. Well, and I was there for the second session, and that went great. The only thing that didn't work was just the scores didn't display.
Right.
But everything else was totally fine.
Worked, yeah,
it was great.
Yeah. No worries. I had it all worked out at home. I had brought in multiple monitors so I could update the Excel sheet on one monitor, update the PowerPoint on the other monitor, and it was all going to be done real time, and it's going to be slick as snot. It was
sure
slick as
that phrase is so fun.
Yeah, it was slick. We'll just leave it like that.
There we go.
And then the hardware I brought, my dock station at home, and the dock station I brought, it wasn't USB-C. So, and my computer is all USB-C, and this was a USB, and I was like, it's not going to work. It's not sharing my monitors. And so yeah, it was rough. So, but Brad said he's going to work his programming magic, and we're going to make some advancements. And
ooh,
so
I like it.
We'll see. I'm hoping that it will be much more smooth next time.
My only request, because I think you do a great job. This is my request. We've got to figure out a way to do the lighting in that room because the projector is really hard to see.
Projector
with that, because
really
the room that we do it in is nice, but it is bright.
Yeah.
Like, it is super bright, and that poor little projector is just like, I'm trying.
I'm trying. Yeah,
everyone's just squinting like, what does that say?
Yeah, because it's the same room. There's those little fold out, pull out divider room or walls.
Mm-hmm.
And so the RPG room is on the other side, and we have this area that's just for us. And so last year I found the light switch, and I was turning off the lights, and it was great. And then there was all this hollering on the other side of the wall because I was turning off their lights too. Hey. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could talk to the convention center because they separate it by rooms. I would think you would be able to separate that, dim that light in just that room. But
yeah, you would think so.
Yeah,
it was good though. It really was a fun time.
SaltCON was a blast.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's,
one more.
Okay.
One more. What did you think of Apothebakery? Apothebakery. Yeah. What did you? Mike taught us this. He kickstarted it and played it. What did you think of that one?
I really actually enjoyed it. I didn't feel like I was doing that good. I felt like, obviously you ran away with the game, Douglas. But
I really did, and I wasn't paying attention to your scores, you and Mike, at all. And I thought we were all pretty close.
We were not.
So it surprised me.
Yeah. You combined our scores together and we still lost. And but it was I enjoyed it though. That's Andy over there. Mike really enjoys his anamorphic is that what they call them? Where animals and doing human things?
Anthropomorphic.
And he really likes games.
He does. Yeah, he definitely does.
And but I thought the theme of it was pretty good because it's so you're running at your mages running a bakery that are going to provide baked goods that are going to heal the heroes.
Yeah, the baked goods are infused with potions that will heal random ailments that the heroes come in on.
Yeah. So you have in our game 3 players, we had 4 heroes that were there. They all had an element that all required a specific potion, and you had to go out and retrieve those. And then if you cure somebody, you got to get some extra spells that would help you further down the road. And I mean, everything was coming up, Douglas. It was just everything was handed to you.
The potions lined up. My grabs out of the bag were good.
Yeah, I
had so many of those, like whatever they are, the foraging cards where you go that allow you to dip into the bag.
Yeah,
like I had those coming out the wazoo. It was crazy. But I think one of my favorite little touches of this game though is that all the heroes, they come into your shop and they're hurt and something's wrong with them. And it's like, okay, we got to make potions, but you can each only heal 1 hero per turn. And at least in a 3-player game, there were 4 that came out.
Yeah.
And then their life track kind of ticks down every round. And some come out like on the verge of death. Some come out, they've got a little more life left in them. But the nice touch I thought was that when they die, they haunt you.
Yeah.
So
you were supposed to cure me.
Yeah, you were supposed to cure me. So they've got like some like death curse that they cast upon you. So if they die, if you can't get them healed, you flip them over, and then it has something that usually affects everybody at the table. Although a couple of them only affected like 1 person.
Yeah.
So
but
it was just fun. It was just like, oh, we didn't save that guy. How is he cursing us now?
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't go out and buy the game, but I would play it again. I enjoyed it for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun little game. I feel the same. I don't know, like it was a really good production value.
Yeah,
there's a lot there, but relatively simple at the end of the day. And it's probably not one I would add to my own shelf, but I would absolutely play it again.
Yeah, it was good times. All right. Andy, do you have any other SaltCON highlight that you want to hit on?
Yeah, we got to play Marvel Zombies.
Oh, did you?
Twice.
I sold my Marvel Zombies.
I'm sorry.
Well, just my extra stuff.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Yep, still have Gilligan over there.
So, good. Gilligan. Now he's changed his name from Galactus or whatever you used to call him. Galacticus to Gilligan.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, that was a demotion. Anyway, Hulk was my favorite zombie character to play. That's changed.
Oh, really? Who did you change Hulk out for?
Giant Man was freaking awesome.
Oh, really? Is there a giant version of him?
He's huge. The miniature's huge. Holy cow, he's amazing. He's so fun to play. We lost the first one, and then we decided to try it again the next night. And I wanted to do the same scenario, and we totally won that one. But once again, like great cooperative games, I think we lose Zombicide more than we win. Marvel Zombies more than we win that game.
That's what makes it great.
And boy, that win felt good after losing quite devastatingly the night before. So Marvel Zombies is always a good one. It's a fave that hits the table. Take too much arm twisting to get that one back out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I actually, because a while back I ended up picking up the Monty Python.
Oh, yeah.
Zombicide stuff. And then I realized, that's not going to work with Marvel Zombies at all. So I had to go out and acquire Zombicide 2nd edition base box so I could at least play with those guys.
You could have just brought them to my house.
I know.
Could have played them.
And that's what Douglas said. You could take them over there and probably leave them over there and still play them more often than you are at your house. But which is Doug. Doug is probably absolutely correct.
Doug is a wise man.
He is.
What can I say?
But they're sitting over there in shrink next to my
second edition
in shrink. And there they will stay.
I see some other stuff in shrink over there.
Shut up. I cold stuff. I turned a bunch of games into a 3D printer.
You did. I'm so proud of you.
And some shelves.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. We still need to have a conversation about ratio of games in and out. Just because we cull some doesn't mean we're winning. We actually have to cull more than come in. We just need to have that conversation sometime.
Well, I sold more than I bought. Does that make a difference?
Well, you sold more than you bought at the convention.
Yeah. I'm winning.
Right.
Sure.
So we'll just forget about all the other boxes that show up from everywhere else. The
3 boxes. Yeah. The 3 boxes.
You know what, Nathan? You're right. You don't have a problem at all.
Not a problem. No, it is not a problem.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Good job,
I appreciate
Nathan.
it. I feel seen. But yeah, I was taken because when I ordered the HeroScape die pack, right, the extra die pack, it came as a case of those dice, and so I had like dice coming out my ears. There was one that was sitting in the garage that I hadn't loaded in the car yet, and Cheryl's like, "Well, why are you selling this? It's still sealed." And I was like, "Well, there was extras." And she was like, "Well, if you wouldn't have bought extras, you wouldn't have extras." And I was like, "What?" You heard me. She's not wrong, but in that it wasn't my fault. That one wasn't my fault.
Sure,
Hans.
Sure. Okay. Whatever you say, Nathan.
Yeah,
that's great.
So I am winning. I came back with less than I took.
It's great. I culled. I think I culled about 30 games this convention.
I ran out of time. I couldn't print any of my stuff off.
Oh, darn it.
So I didn't sell anything. I really wanted to this year.
Mm-hmm.
I need the shelf space.
Wait.
Now hold on,
Douglas. let's review the past. Andy, I'm going to sell this game. Douglas, ha ha ha. I don't think so. Andy, yes I am. I'm totally going to sell this just to spite you, Doug. Ha ha ha. We'll see.
No, ha ha. Oh, you're being serious. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't offend you. No, really, I'm going to sell this game. Then after the convention, so how'd the selling of the game go?
It's still on my shelf.
I mean, if anyone's keeping score out there.
What did I told you, Doug's a wise man.
He is a wise man. Yeah.
I did have every intention of selling that game because I will never play it again. So
yeah.
Which one?
Cooper Island?
No.
Oh, Cooper Island.
I love Cooper Island. It's such a wonderful game.
Somebody was teaching Cooper Island, and I thought, are you teaching something different? Somebody was hosting a Cooper Island event at SaltCON.
Wow, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I
those
would've
poor
signed up for
unfortunate
that.
souls.
that's too bad.
Dang it. I should have paid attention and signed up. I would have totally been on board.
No, Brian wouldn't have let you.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's Windward.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
I remember this conversation.
Windward. Wait, that's not the one with the stork porker, is it?
No. No. No, that is not Seven Seas. What is that? It's a Plaid Hat game.
Forgotten Waters.
Forgotten Waters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a fun
That
game.
one is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal game. No, this is one I actually really need to try this again. I've only played it once, and Dave ruined that game for me. But I should probably try to play it one more time without Dave trying to break it, because he broke it.
Well, and that's Alan does the same thing. Brad was saying when we were playing Obsession, he was like, I was really worried that Alan was going to break the game because Alan is a lot like Dave. And I was like, well, you should have Dave and Alan play a game together and
Totally.
see who can break it first, hardest, first. I'm shutting up.
I understood what you were saying.
I sure
I think
hope
we
so.
all understood what you meant.
Anyways.
You didn't do your exercises before we got started.
All right. We are close to the end of time. Do you want to
Holy
hit
cow.
on a game that you're excited about coming out?
Yeah.
Let's at least hit one each.
Totally.
Well, all right.
I want to talk about Deckers.
Oh, well, I will take that off my list then.
Oh, did you have it on your list?
Carry on.
Okay. So this falls almost in the same theme as Shadowrun. So in Deckers, you hack a network of 5 servers, and this is one that you can do cooperative or solo, and you can team up with 4 other players. So with this, the network is operated by one of the available supermassive computers, each with a different level of complexity and its own unique style of defenses that you will need to overcome. Once jacked into the servers, you will assume Decker profiles, each with a special ability, moving across the server spaces and uploading Decker pieces into the network to expand your control while removing as many of the SMCs, the supermassive computers, moving as many of those pieces as you possibly can. And each round you get a new objective and you try to fulfill to gain the upper hand and then manage to complete the final objective, which will ultimately lead you to victory. This is a cooperative game. It is I believe it's either deck building or bag building. It falls into that same category. Deck building, bag building, modular board. It just sounds cool. And it falls right into that same category of Shadowrun, Deckers. That was my first introduction to Deckers. And you jack into the servers just like you do with the data jack in Shadowrun. Anyway, I like this theme. I think the theme is cool. It sounds like the gameplay is probably going to be cool. I love the deck and bag pool building element of games. Usually those games are hit really hard for me and are very, very fun. Obviously not all are created equal, but this is one I would be excited to try out.
Excellent.
Very, very cool. This actually does look pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and if this theme excites you guys, I need to teach you how to play Tamashii.
Yeah. Okay.
Tamashii is it's very much that cyberpunk. It's got a lot of the same kind of vibe and stuff going on. You build the same kind of hex board. It's got bag building. In fact, I just went and upgraded went and printed 3D chips so you can pull nice chips out of the bags instead of the cardboard pieces.
Oh, nice.
So I'm eager to get this one back to the table, and this looks like there's some similarity there that if this one excites you, I bet Tamashii would also.
I would be down.
There was a copy of Tamashii in the game swap that I looked at, stopped at, touched a couple of times, and chose not to.
So proud of you.
That's really, you are making progress.
Was it in shrink?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. It was a used game.
It was used. So I mean, it was marked. What I did pass on, though, that I am slightly regretting was Speakeasy.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you don't own that.
Speakeasy was there. Somebody was selling it for $125. I tried to lowball them for $100, and they didn't bite. And I wasn't gonna lowball them, but I was sending them a text, and they lowballed me on something in the past because all my
history.
I don't delete my texts, and so when I saw that they lowballed me by quite a bit too, I was like, All right. And I told him no.
Touche.
And he told me no. So I left it.
So now you're even?
Yeah. So next time I'll say yes.
Well, Speakeasy, I mean, 8.5 on BGG.
Yeah, out of the weight, though. Look at that weight.
I know, 4.41.
Wow.
Wowza.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This was kind of the big bad of 2025. This made a lot of people's top games of the year lists.
Yeah.
A lot.
And Claudine does own it.
Okay, so maybe in Montana.
Maybe in Montana someone will get the chance. Probably not me.
That would be
chance
awesome.
To play it.
Probably me.
Why not you?
You and Dave.
No.
Probably me and Doug.
No, I'm out. Just Claudine and me and Andy probably.
Well, I mean, if Cheryl's got other things to do, great. And these days she probably will. So she'll probably revert to the room somewhat more.
Yeah.
So
there is a perk to your wife not wanting to go gaming with you.
Well, she still wants to go. It's just
No, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not constrained in that way.
Yeah. Have you tried to convince her at all, and she still says no?
Many, many, many times.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Because
it would be fun.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say instead of the. Yeah,
I gotcha. That's what I understood.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you weren't trying to just make those noises.
No, I just wasn't making
okay.
I speak
flatulent noises with my face.
I totally speak Nathan.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Nice.
do.
Nice.
I wish more people did.
He starts making those noises, and I just look at Andy like, interpret, please.
Do we call 911 now?
Is Nathan having a stroke?
Well, Douglas, I got one that I'm wondering if you're intrigued in this.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Legendary, a DC deck building game.
Maybe. Is
So
this new?
Yeah, this is coming out.
This is the legendary stuff, though.
Legendary stuff. So
this is their first time doing anything with DC?
First time doing DC, yeah. So they had Marvel for a long... I mean, what?
That was the first one.
Well, Marvel's the reason why I wasn't interested when I saw this, because I was just like... Because I mean, I didn't know it was new. I knew DC, the legendary DC.
Yeah.
But I didn't care for the Marvel one.
Yeah, so this is... We'll see if they've learned anything from this. If they've changed anything to improve that, or if it's just the same cake with different frosting. But
cool.
Some people, I know you're a DC guy, and
sure.
So maybe this will tickle a little bit different, and
it'll tickle a little different. Nice.
So I did get it. No, I did get to play a game with a lot of the Hug Ladies, and I did get to play a game with Julie. We did play Feed the Kraken. And I talked about the cultist, and I talked about the cultist when everybody sticks their hand in there, and I told the cultist that then they're going to reach out and tickle somebody's hand, and everybody thought that was awkward. They didn't like that.
Did you get your tokens from the guy that...
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, dang. He printed tokens for you for that game. He was actually bummed that you didn't host one.
Yeah. Oh. And I was going to follow up with him because I knew... Oh, yes. What was his name? It's the taller of that group with the cool tattoos.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Really cool guy.
Yeah. That whole group
is awesome. Yeah.
They travel and go to several conventions together. And
are these the guys from Boise?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, maybe they are from Boise. Are they from Boise?
They might be. I think they're in Lee's group. So,
okay.
Is Lee from Boise?
No, Lee. I think Lee and Aaron are local. And so they're friends. Chris? Is that his name? I want to say it's Chris.
It might. I think it is Chris.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is Chris.
We meet lots of cool people at
SaltCON. We do. That's the joy of SaltCON. And but oh man, I totally missed that boat because I'm sure it was cool.
Next, and maybe in summer they'll come down.
Maybe in summer. Maybe I'll make sure to host.
Feed the Kraken. There you go.
Yeah, and we can tickle hands. But anyways, back to legendary. DC deck building game.
You're cautiously optimistic.
I'm hoping that you will get it, and I'd love to play it.
Okay.
I will not be getting it because
you just sold the Matrix.
Did I?
I saw a girl with it in her.
I did.
In her pile.
I didn't bring it home, so I sure hope I sold it.
That's awesome. Well, yeah. I mean, these legendary games are kind of a try before you buy for me. I don't have the best experience with them. I do love the DC theme, but it's not an automatic purchase. So, but I'm sure we'll get a chance to play this eventually.
Yeah,
looks good. I like it.
Yeah, you will.
Very good. Did you guys see that they're making another crew game?
No, I didn't.
Besides
Journey-
the family Swiss Robinson
Journey
one?
to the Ends of the Earth.
Journey to the Ends of the Earth.
And
No.
this one, I will just say, of all the crew games, I actually just culled my, what was the Planet one and the Deep Sea one.
Search for Planet 9.
Yeah. Of all the themes that they have on this game, even though it's just a trick taker and the theme doesn't matter that much, this one seems like my favorite. This is it's got kind of an Indiana Jones flavor to it.
Oh, nice.
And I might check this one out. I might give the crew. The thing about it is that with the first one, I felt like it was overhyped. It was like a good game that everyone was just saying was the best game ever. And I was like, yeah, it's good. It's fine, but it's definitely not the best game. Definitely not the best trick taker out there kind of thing. And for me, I know a lot of people loved the structure of Mission Deep Sea. I actually really thought that the way they did the randomized mission things with that smaller deck of cards, I've actually found that pretty annoying. And there was a lot of broken combos in there. You really actually had to you almost had to like think through the playing of the round and noodle it out before you could even tell with some of those. It was like, wait a minute, hold up, this isn't doable. And I think that comes really naturally for some people. And so it probably wasn't that big of a deal. But for me, like playing that game, there were just so many hands where it was like, why are we doing this? This is impossible. Like, why did we even start this? This is stupid. And it was just like, scrap it. We got to start over because of the way those mission cards came out. And so I didn't like that. So if this takes all the lessons they've learned from the first two and puts it into a nicer, kind of more appealing package, I might check this one out.
Yeah. First three. There's the family.
I mean, the family one, do we count that one?
I don't know. Maybe.
It was kind of the crew light.
Yeah.
I guess we do. Yeah. It was still the crew game. I guess we kind of do. Sure. So maybe this fourth iteration will be the one.
Yeah. So when we were at that, the one time I went through the vendor hall at SaltCON, James was at one of the game booths there. I think it was actually the Grey Knight Games booth that was there because he really likes the crew. And so I suggested to him, if you like the crew, you're definitely going to like the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game.
Yeah.
The Two Towers trick-taking game. I think I talked him into trying one of those, but I enjoy the crew. I really think I enjoy trick takers, and Brad really enjoys trick takers. He's not very good at cooperative trick takers. There's a whole and it changed. That element changes, right? It does change the way you play the game.
It does
totally,
because you're like, okay, I think I can totally make it, so I'm doing mine. But when you have to make sure that everybody is doing theirs too, it changes the game quite a bit.
Totally does.
Goes back to that noodle leadle that you were talking about, Douglas. That whole cooperative play changes a trick taker, and I think that I enjoyed that. I'll definitely be picking up this Journey to the Ends of the Earth.
I am such a sucker for that Indiana Jones type theme.
Yeah.
The treasure hunt, just carving your way through the forest. What are you going to find? Mysteries of, the planet. Kind of, I love that.
Popping all those field mouse on the head.
Okay. Yep, sure.
Yeah, no.
You went and made it weird.
But no, I agree with you. I like that theme quite a bit. And just even the cover of this excites me. And I mean, even if it's still just a cookie cutter, it'll still... I think that they changed enough with Planet 9, the search for Planet 9 with the Deep Sea mission, that I enjoy them. And my wife and I are still playing. So
good. Nice. That's great.
It is.
All right. Is that all of us?
I think I'm good.
Think so.
For this episode.
All right.
I got more to talk about next time.
I'm sure there will be a next time. Until then,
we'll see you wondering why you didn't go to SaltCON, because you could have had a ton of fun with us.
Or maybe you did.
Maybe you did, yeah. And if you did, you should have totally given us a high five. I had a crisp high five for anybody who wanted one. I didn't hand out a single... No, I did. I handed out like 5 of them. But anyways, at the game table.
Wow.
Thank you for listening and being a part of Meeple Nation. If you would be so kind as to follow, subscribe, share, and rate or review this podcast. It really helps to spread the fun. You can be more involved in supporting the podcast by joining the nation at patreon.com/Meeple Nation, or you can find a link at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. And while you're there, look at all our extra content. There are links to all our past episodes, a wide variety of blogs, pictures from our Instagram feed, and bios for all the hosts and our awesome bloggers. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Meeple Nation. If you would like to chat with the hosts or other members of the nation, you can join our Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We hope to see you again at a game night, a con, or maybe a suspense-driven evening of werewolf. Thank you for listening and supporting Meeple Nation, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you so much for listening. We very much want to thank our patrons who help keep the podcast running. I personally want to thank my co-hosts for all the help they provide with both content here on the podcast, in addition to what we have available on our website. Without them, the podcast would not happen. If you too would like to support the podcast, you can join the nation at patreon.com/Meeple_Nation. Or you can find a link to Patreon at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. If you have any questions, comments, or games you feel should be on our radar, you can always reach us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear from you. I am grateful to Doug and Andy who helped me edit episodes, and I want to thank James and Kim Clark who do the editing on our blogs and on our webpage, which can be found at meeplenation.com. We want to thank Brain Detergent for our music. If you want to find more from him, you can follow his links that can be found on our webpage, or simply search for Brain Detergent on YouTube to find more of his tracks. Thank you again for listening and being part of the Meeple Nation community.